welcome back to the Imaginary Gallery. It's TJ, your host, continuing to cover the manuscript, which was not written by Peter Kling, just to make that clear, but it's within this book called Letters to Earth, The Future is Yours, by Peter Kling. We're now on the 13th protocol, and this one has wicked evil in it. It states, the need for daily bread forces the Goyim to keep silence and be our humble servants. Agents taken on to our press from among the Goyim will at our orders discuss anything which it is inconvenient for us to issue directly in official documents. And we, meanwhile, quietly amid the din of the discussion so raised, shall simply take and carry through such measures as we wish and then offer them to the public as an accomplished fact. We deceive workers in order to distract people who may be too troublesome from discussions of questions of the political. We are now putting forward what we allege to be new questions of the political, namely, questions of industry. In this sphere, let them discuss themselves silly. We further distract them with amusements, games, pastimes, passions, people's palaces. Soon we shall begin through the press to propose competitions in art, in sport, in all kinds. These interests will finally distract their minds from questions in which we should find ourselves compelled to oppose them. Who will ever suspect, then, that all these peoples were stage-managed by us, according to a political plan which no one has so much guessed at in the course of many centuries? Protocol number 14. When we come into our kingdom, it will be undesirable for us that there should exist any other religion than ours of the one God, with whom our destiny is bound up by our position as the chosen people, and through whom our same destiny is united with the destinies of the world. We must therefore sweep away all other forms of belief. The errors of the Goyim governments will be depicted by us in the most vivid hues. We shall implant such an abhorrence of them that the peoples will prefer tranquility in a state of serfdom to those rights of a vaunted freedom which have tortured humanity and exhausted the very sources of human existence. Sources which have been exploited by a mob of rascally adventurers who know not what they do. Useless changes of forms of government to which we instigated the Goyim when we were undermining their state structures will have so wearied peoples, by that time they will prefer to suffer anything under us rather than run the risk of enduring again all the agitations and miseries they've gone through. We shall forbid Christ. At the same time, we shall not omit to emphasize the historical mistakes of the Goy governments, which have tormented humanity for so many centuries by their lack of understanding of everything that constitutes the true good of humanity in their chase after fantastic schemes of social blessings, and have never noticed that these schemes kept on producing a worse and never a better state of the universal relations which are the basis of human life. In countries known as progressive and enlightened, we have created a senseless, filthy, abominable literature. For some time after our entrance to power, we shall continue to encourage its existence in order to provide a telling relief by contrast to the speeches party program, which will be distributed from exalted quarters of ours. Our wise man, trained to become leaders of the Goyim, will compose speeches, projects, memoirs, articles which will be used by us to influence the minds of the Goyim, directing them towards such understanding and forms of knowledge as have been determined by us. Protocol number 15. When we at last definitely come into our kingdom by the aid of quotitat, prepared everywhere for one and the same day, after definitely acknowledged, and not a little time will pass before that comes about, perhaps even a whole century, we shall make it our task to see that against us such things as plots shall no longer exist. With this purpose we shall slay without mercy all who take arms in hand, like Waco, Randy Weaver, Port Arthur, Oklahoma, to oppose our coming into our kingdom. Every kind of new institution of anything like a secret society will also be punished with death. Those of them which are now in existence are known to us, serve us, and have served us. We shall disband and send into exile to continents far removed from Europe. In this way we shall proceed with those Goy Masons who know too much. Resolutions of our government will be final, without appeal. In the Goy societies in which we have planted and deeply rooted discord and Protestantism, the only possible way of restoring order is to employ merciless measures that prove the direct force of authority. No regard must be paid to the victims who fall. They suffer for the well-being of the future. Only by such a majestic inflexibility of might as shall carry on its face the emblems of involvability from mystical causes, from the choice of God. Such was, until recent times, the Russian autocracy, the one and only serious foe we had in the world without counting the papacy. Secret societies. Meantime, however, until we come into our kingdom, we shall act in the contrary way. We shall create and multiply free Masonic lodges in all the countries of the world. Absorb into them all who may become or who are prominent in public activity. For these lodges we shall find our principal intelligence, office, and means of influence. All these lodges we shall bring under one central administration, known to us alone and to all others absolutely unknown, which will be composed of our learned elders. The lodges will have their representation, who will serve to screen the above-mentioned administration of Masonry, and from whom will issue the watchword and program. In these lodges we shall tie together the knot which binds together all revolutionary and liberal elements. Their composition will be made up of all strata of society. The most secret political plots will be known to us and fall under our guiding hands on the very day of their conception. Among the members of these lodges will be almost all the agents of international and national police, since their service is for us irreplaceable in the respect that the police is in a position not only to use its own particular measures with the insubordinate, but also to screen our activities and provide pretexts for discontents, etc. The class of people who most willingly enter into secret societies are those who live by their wits, careerists, and in general people, mostly light-minded, with whom we shall have no difficulty in dealing and in using to wind up the mechanism of the machine devised by us. If this world grows agitated, the meaning of that will be that we have had to stir up in order to break up its too great solidarity. But if there should arise in its midst a plot, then at the head of that plot will be no other than one of our most trusted servants. It is natural that we and no other should lead Masonic activities, for we know whither we are leading. We know the final goal of every form of activity, whereas the Goyim have knowledge of nothing, not even of the immediate effect of action they put before themselves. Usually the momentary reckoning of the satisfaction of their self-opinion in the accomplishment of their thought, without even remarking that the very conception never belonged to their initiative, but to our instigation of their thought.
It's me, your lovely Narcopath. I was thinking about you lately. I missed you.
I thought maybe we could get together. Do you still have that large bank account you used to have? That's all I'm really interested in. Sucker, I'm not coming back to you. I've got someone else. I just wanted to see you. Welcome me back. You'll never have anyone as good as me. No one would ever accept you like I would have. Well, that's your loss, honey. You blew it. Don't come crying to me.
Let me tell you how I see the world.
I know you hinted many occasions trying to find out how I saw the world, and I just parroted off something I heard somebody else say, which obviously didn't match up to the reality, but I couldn't tell you the truth. Well, honey, today's your lucky day. As the Narcopath, I'm going to tell you how I see all of you Goyim out there. This world revolves around me. That's right, everything revolves around me. If I make plans with you and you have to cancel, I keep that in mind, and next time you invite me somewhere, I'll be sure to have a similar excuse. But in general, I know the center of the universe is me, because I am the Narcopath. Of course, I have to accept there are all kinds of others out there. To put it in a nutshell, everybody else out there is either an obstacle or an opportunity. That's it. You could compare this to the way you have traffic laws. You know how the green light means go and the red light means stop? I'm the Narcopath, so if I need to be somewhere on a specific day and I drive up to a stoplight and it's red, I'm in a hurry, do you think I'm going to care about that red light? I'm going to speed right through it. However, if on another occasion, and I'm in the opposite lane, actually stop, and you do the same thing, I will stomp my high heel on the format of the car and curse. Who does that person think they are? You're either someone I can scam or somebody who's an obstacle in the way. Now, many times I try to convert those obstacles into my evildoers. Chances are, if you're one that would normally be considered an obstacle, I may just try to be your friend and be as sweet as possible to you because I might need your services. Personally, I couldn't stand your nasty perfume. The way you wore that blue eyeliner, that was disgusting, but I would say,
oh, your eyes look really pretty.
and it worked. So yes, people are either an opportunity or an obstacle. Unfortunately, this world is full of obstacles in my way, trying to prevent me from getting what I want. Well, I usually have ways to take care of them. Hopefully this helped you understand just a little bit more.
Ban all assault rifles. Ban all guns with high-capacity magazines, whatever they are. Ban all full semi-automatic weapons. Ban all those automatic weapons that are so easy to buy at Walmart.
I'm practicing because I'm going to go to the March for Our Lives. Oh, I know it already happened, but I'm going to the next one.
I'm anticipating there's going to be another one, another fake shooting that I designed. Now, I've tried to become knowledgeable about guns, and those things I just said don't exist, or are simply counterfeit news network parroting. I am a narcopath, so I'm legally not allowed to own any kind of gun, but guess what? Do you think that stopped me from owning 10 of them? As if any law they pass is going to have any effect on me. If anything, is going to give me more guns. Because I don't follow the law. I'm going to go and murder some people? Do you think I'm going to care about the fact that,
It's illegal for me to buy this particular weapon to use to murder people. I guess I better cancel.
I don't think so. Who comes up with these ideas? They're retarded. What is an assault rifle anyway? They're talking about the AR-15 because it's cosmetically different than a regular rifle. It looks like a military grade. Well, who cares what it looks like? I look like a sex bot from heaven. Does that make a difference? Did that make a difference when we dated? When you found out that I lied to you and I had someone else? Did that keep us together forever? I don't think so.
The truth is, I got a hefty paycheck from George Soros.
All I had to do was parrot off those nonsensical lines to whoever would listen, preferably with a camera, so I could spread the word about how retarded I am about guns. Like half the people at this protest, they don't have a clue what they're protesting. I saw several of them being interviewed, and they didn't even know what an assault rifle was. I thought, I'll show you what an assault rifle is, honey. And I was ready to have it, but I maintained my composure. I realized these people are dumb. I could be one of them. I did an audition. I got the job. So next time you see one of these events on television, be looking for me. I'll be on there, telling you like it is.
This party started on a Saturday night. Everybody's waiting for me to arrive. Sending out the message to all of my friends. We'll be looking like